At this June the 19th, 2015, still at my address and still about situations that I go through. You know, I was sleeping or trying to rest a little bit, and suddenly this gets them saying and doing the same things, and we suddenly got first. There are a lot of popular tales, and there one is misplaced like deaf ear, or misplaced like a duck in the butcher's field. You know the balls, getting the old 38H most of all playing with the balls, but not like the bowling. You come with a very rectangular field. There is kind of a box in and comes in to hitting one another and trying to make some scores about who wins and who gets farther about hitting the other players. Well, imagine a duck in the middle of that all, and the kid not getting out, and the people launching balls all around. Well, this is the case around the idea. But further that, at Remotlech Viasef Diakhanam. And suddenly we're happening a lot of things. And all through still for more. Then, I'm found nowadays in a very mess. Privately, kept extortioning, kept on kidnapping people, and not only from Argentina, kept on making tennises all over. Sodoma, Gomorrah, and we come first. He started the photos, he started the video, he started everything, and you know. And I'm telling you one thing: each device has an email, and the email engine for the filing is impliced in the files, but it is not software; it's hardware. It's not possible to change. So you use DRM decoding software, and the whole that you found, you are going to get the PDX engine script, and you're going to see the email and the identity of the device that produced it. The thing is that they wanted to switching that, and comes in a DRMP compoc, collapses, and anything that is antivirus catches them like malware and destroys them or annuls all antivirus stuff, and they are going to try to find a way that any antivirus to make the PDRM funks. So whatever be, tablet, Android, Kodi as DSM, cameras as professional, as compact, as amateur, digital, laptops, computers, anything you have on the PRM, every software produces but the same condition of the PTXT as the hardware email implicing files. So you are going to find if I done, they done, whoever done. And from today on, antivirus companies, except the one at PRM and Careful Heat Argentina, Avast, AUVG, McAfee, Norton, the soy amigo de la presidenta, chef with Sodom-Gomarrh and UNASUR, watch it. Be careful with the DXT, INPAM, point, PORDMC, point, DMC, WIN, MAC, LIN, YUN, PIX, DIX, EMTO, VOLK, DIRAT, MANROF, EPSOT, MINKED, and what it is, ASPER, ASPEX, ASPEN, DMC, point extension, DOR, plugin OCORF for free to 9889 and extended, in placing the whole of the switch BMC for there to remain. And any other in the Dix Sabinam, Dixel Poker on the programming. Further this, for the making the right shot and understanding what it is. Give some delivering like they done first, and they're going to be me and they're going to be us. So suddenly I just went through certain things, and the day before I were with the studio that I just made them, and I were about to upload them. I mean, the day before, at yesterday. And I were all around, and Claro started calling again with Cámara de Comunicaciones Argentina to tell him, oh, you're not going to do this to us, you're going to not take it away, you're not going to take our videos. Telling that I wrote them. Delires diablas, alienadas, abductas, demonias. Telling that they do what I do and they are me, and alright. Saying, Lord, hate them. Sodom-Gomarrh. And as the reality of the soul kept on making the same, and suddenly I were with my video 100% in my YouTube Android up. 100% for about to PRM in and processing. And suddenly, I came watching my lazy what they wanted to do, and went to the cyber and uploaded them. And once that came the blir betyder spotlet man bleef receipt elastica man bleef hable skoptetin. And all through that, just happened naturally the bleef receipt hable via the forma bleef kibiasto plastica. So, PERRAS, Policía Federal Argentina, you're not going to prove it. You're not going to say that. You're not going to. You're not going to make it. And you're not going to make it away you. And make the public tongue inside my Android and richly chemotherapy couldn't be charged. And that were the term. Were mis-uploaded. Like also destroying my device and not letting me access and blocking me with some credit still for there to try to destroy that to not be seen what they've done to my Android and my application and my file. But I already uploaded them and, oh, well, it's friends, so let's go to and kill them because they helped them and silence us. And perros top degenerados are to take of course. Sorry the word. Let's talking while Gibson saying, oh, he's going to say this next, and he's going to talking about because of, oh, that we were selling everything, and we were covering everything, and we were hiding, and we reached everything. And we said first that he says what we say. Perra viciada, prostituta, reventada, federal, creída de, profesional, creída de, experta y de todo conocimiento y dispuesta a criminología. Perra infernal que te voy a poner muerta. A vos también, marica infernal degenerado. Then in the middle of these realities came all through much more situations that, like always were doing, and I always were showing and also trained for. In the middle of the realities, in the clear fact of this, hiding, obstructing, and disappearing evidence, and murdering as well for. And this first thing we've done at first, well, guessing up and saying, oh, we are going to take the glory of it. For the making fame, for the keep on doing this. Rape, murder, disappear, evidences, disappear everything, erasing and being trained for being a maldita, perra, tabaja, reventada, bruja, Gomorra, y Sodoma, which they dedicate to make professionalism of, to being a reventada mierda. Sorry this. Then through the reality, just happened that everything that we're doing to Armenia, Jewish communities UUNASUR, and in the world, and to the States, and to the United Nations, International Court of Justice, even as Néstor Kirchner, pedófilo, reventado, sodófilo, morófilo, zoófilo, probófilo, ronófilo, grosófilo, sodomita, UUNASUR building, where exactly everything and disappeared by Policía Federal Argentina, Intermedia Nacional, they know how they do and see it. Professionals for the maldita mierda Sodom-Gomarrh, profesionales de la degeneración, profesionales de la abominación, profesionales de la obra perra criminal, profesionales de toda perra criminal en forma acá y UUNASUR. Mercado de perras, y de degenerados y de todo criminal que se les asocia. Por supuesto, prostituta baja que haces negocio de toda obra criminal y sos ruin, baja y reventada con todo lo que sea criminal y metete tu firma en el maldito trasero, perra de cuarta, porque de ahora en adelante moriste y no volvés a firmar una sola cosa más diciendo atestigo que dice lo que nosotros decimos y nos roba con control mental. ¡Perro degenerado! Then at the reality of the soul kept on making permanently the same and service. Betliere pecha lekidiskop lekava plecha basirili skasa betecha kiep taktika maplechanan. Further persecutions, further invention with a simple photo, a simple video watching me around while extortioning and making a whole generations and keeps on making the coverage on the I say and I said person here obsessed with my control with an artifact of puta digma flaja y brujos de mierda, tantos reventados, Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas, to making all the legal say it with us. En pleno mafleje de episcopal de Claquín, while keeps on kidnapping and murdering people and even making the descendant ficas mafleje. 9,904,000 persons were murdered as well, all through since yesterday until now, and kept on making the same to saying that they win. Vos tenés todo el cuerpo pedazo de perra. Y vos decís primero y vos estás dando la información. ¿Cuántas veces hiciste satisfacción historietónica, Gomorra, de la vida de mi gente diciendo, porque solo dije primero eso canto novel? But I'm gonna have it because I'm gonna have it funny. Perras degeneradas atrofiadas, las piernas muertas. Repopleve fadle jamajaleguim, bopleve jalegiri sopleve vexlacada, annaser, intremopleve jalima. And as the reality of the soul, we're having much other situations, and we are going to understand some other still. Went to try to murder International Court of Justice at Netherlands and at Oslo. For the making and at Chinese courts of Eiffels and Dolman went to making terrorism with two devices to nuclear. And you're going to give the information what I say, because if you don't do any other of what I do and say, you do shit. Malditas perras prostitutas degeneradas, Policía Federal Argentina, emperada reventada de Gomorra, perrazas de generar diablas, perras del infierno. Andar a hacer brujería diaria y nocturna mientras uno duerme para hacer tu negocio y tu mercado y tu carrera, pedazo de perra, al infierno, porque ninguna otra cosa me da. Perras de cuarta. Repoplech abaplech mahal gevisidis koplech parlachat an revertech lachachalim. So at the reality of the soul, we're having much other things. In botlebe revestigeriscople de verclacha halenimepam, amblekevetachleviscotle de perra vechligispodmatzinova, avechkavia, in Milan. What are we going to say about it? We're permanently making the same and all through training for they to show that they are professionals and to manipulating for more and to looking more sociable, so bodies of the society and giving it all. I'm your friend, don't you see I'm good? I can do nothing and showing that they can control and taking everything and doing everything. And suddenly, I am not going to do it in front of the whole of the people, but why don't you come and sing up to my fellas, Marika? And he got to blow it up, and so suddenly, last night, you're running in a day to come to some place, and I just walked out. I'm sorry for the walked out. It's not English the last. And walked out all through since Belgrano, Barrancas, where Erectus, Homos, Sodoma were all around the JHA'I, Perritos Degenerados. And I just came in a walk until Chagarilla, all through the way, supposedly picking up a Sodoma, the flower of insemination. Bethlehem So in the middle of this, I just came through, and I just came to a very kiosk, go to Subay, church, with credit. And we're there, and suddenly came one perrita, Sodomita Federal Argentina. And right beside where I were, just a few meters, and you were asking me please to stay there and do that. I were about to buy a hot dog, to eat in a hot dog, but I rather a simple can of soda. So I said, okay, buy a soda and just stay there and just go through. And when it told me go through, it didn't say, oh, Coke, Robert, blowjob, and give the rectum for it to please itself, and there go to everybody around you. That's what they do. So in the middle of the reality, I just ended in which were not for this, just the hot dog. So in the middle of the reality, this already have done. And I just my soda, and I just went through right beside walking normally. And oh, but you look bad. You want it. You look bad. And the DEGENERADO with a voice message on the PDMC telling, I am right beside of Blanco, La Puta, terrible saying, DNI, 29,189,574, Policía Federal Argentina, 172,808, middle 131, middle 1884D, Security Council, United Nations, New York Plaza. Registers. Like the PERRAS degeneradas, list of odd venom keeps on making the same thing, saying that they exist in ARGENTINO. And I wrote them videos by my control. And the trolazos with them, Policía Federal Argentina. To control and make that they, we are the ones that rescue the world, we are going to redeem the world, we are going to do a message, we're going to redeem the world, it's going to do it, running us out of the spirit. ¿Cómo lo sabe? Y dijo eso, nos adivina. Ay. Republibechal Chabatlech mi Emblebechla Hivikam, Emblebechal Lebechti Ebasfachlecham. Gelchov Lebechal Givisechachim, Danke, perfect, done. Gelchom Lebechal Ibiskab Lebechla Hadechidishkab Lebechal Ikino Tluat Tichama. So suddenly in the middle of this all, I just went around a few meters. And supposedly I would have to come and ask him, oh, will you come to me and make me? You are so mad. So with a witch, with a evangelic whore, with a pardon of victims, with a dog rape, with a hamster rape, with a goat rape, and with anything as whole with legs in the reality of my God, I did a rape, pedazo de tazo reventado. Bergamot lekker is skiat levechal chavatletnik chamatzer antlevefen. And I supposedly have to come to blowjobs in place. Or you are going to kill and destroy everybody. Yo te voy a matar a vos y te voy a poner muerte, te voy a destruir por todos lados. Perro, sodomita. Y te voy a sacar la macha cabría, costumbre, viciada mierda de degenerar hijo de una gran maldita perra, de andar diciendo que se hace lo que vos mandás o lo haces a la fuerza. Te voy a matar, pedazo de por reventado. Sorry for this. Repotle bebé fligina, si vos Kirchner sos igual, marica reventada, pedófilo de cuarta. Repotle fajaljaní, prostituta barata. Gotlech motlech, respechle himotle bebé flaja de cima, Riidash ablevefehomatzimach ablekam. Nisarlechilikat befecholati. Galrobat lechem ablevefechliki bifachlachi yalsechaletam. Kept on kidnapping and raping and murdering people, especially mine. Reboblevefachlachi bitishkoblevechatchalikim, but bleverevatseha So suddenly I were seeking for them, and they were documenting with the government of the Telephone Service, SUCIO Metropolitana, and the secret agents of Policía Federal Argentina and Cristina Kirchner, that everything was like they said. When you go and kill everybody and kill them all because we gotta tell it. You're not gonna run. We're gonna do everything you know, and we're gonna do that quick well. I'm sorry the grotesque, but it's exactly around the picture. I can get really sick. I don't want to get sick. Of the saying exactly what they say and being like a very showing the real character. I rather grotesquely to be like a very deadpan. Sorry, but I am not deadpan, but understood. I rather this grotesque trogloditas degenerados than showing exactly the picture of being a demon, a son of a degenerado joven. No, I get so no. I don't like the idea. Repeat the and making witchcraft for more and saying, oh, we are going to do all he does and we are not going to let it run. And we're going to control everyone and we're transforming we're the professionals, the big rock, and we're the government. That's the reason why we have the whole of capacitation, national security techniques, paranormal, security, secretary. Y seguir firmando de generaciones. Maldita, estar reventada, te voy a poner muerta pronto. Y lo voy a disfrutar. Y no es una amenaza. Te voy a matar. Con ejecución, te voy a matar. Y hablar de falta de medicación y te pongo más muerta que nunca, perra. I'm sorry for this. I have violence too much. Already, yes. So in the way of the soul, in the way of death, also happened others. And the others were, and went to Israel, went to the United States of America, to the European Union, to Russia, to China, to Japan, to South Africa, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Thailand, Polynesia. We got to kill for the taking the States. 804,209 members of justice bodies, states bodies, were disappeared all through this night. But we didn't lose no one. And all to the making the blood of the city of Lachim, for the day's sake, I stolen the video of yesterday. Bob Leverach-Lahi and the photos. And they were stealing to Policía Federal Argentina. And Evangelics, United Evangelics. Are we understanding the majors of this situation? Almost 900,000 persons of states bodies, each state of the United Nations, G20 and G8, kidnapped by Policía Federal Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional, CIDE, Policía Metropolitana, Prefectura Naval Argentina, Kirchner, United Evangelics, in the whole of the world, because of they said I stolen them a video and a photo that I made them myself yesterday. One, I'll show you. I don't want to have a mess all around, and my place is a very limitation of the reality that is produced at my life. Let me lead you. Opening the door, it's a very humble place, and that is the place that I used yesterday. Understand? That is the divan that I built myself, a gift to my mother in his cedars. Forgive me the mess, please ask you. That I also published and made pictures of it to showing. And I just built it myself with so few tools and at art's way with my own reality and that the clock. So are we understanding now? Are we getting this? Get me please anyway. For you to get me clear and for you to understand. Supposedly robbed with mind control, I supposedly forged, supposedly made them the whole of the thing, and they went to murder almost 900,000 persons. And you understand what I say? 900,000 persons of the states in the world for the rape and murder, saying that I robbed them. The video and photos. And they said they got to take the state and any degenerate element that they are, with excuses for any argument, with the tiniest thing is explosive Sodom-Gomarrh, let's take the world. This is Kirchner, this is UNASUR, this is Kirchner's officialism, this is PERRAS, Policía Federal Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina, and he is what they do. One little thing and stolen my dressing. You don't even use it. Gomorra, perra sucia. With the thing of and yes, keep on saying what I could say. La cajita, packaging of Sondel trademark, sorry. Telling that I've stolen them. A little box, acrylic, crystal, polymeric box of a packaging of earphones that I bought. 40 pesos. And saying that I've stolen her the little box that she has for cosmetics. And it's a very cheap plastic that you heat it a little bit and breaks. 40 pesos ear sets product. And she wanted to come inside my place and take my whole documents and everything, saying the rest all is stolen as well. To Policía Federal Argentina, I was stealing a little box saying homophobics and pretends to be us and wants everything that is forces and it's obsessed, vicious, fetish with cuerpo médico forense. 4 words and the making up as delusion, because if we come in and we are the expertise, what are you going to believe in? To an officer, to a forensics, to a judge, to the president, to him, or to him, sorry. And takes 4 words, cuerpo médico forense, with pardon of few, 4 words, and makes a very clever and makes a black and the insemination of Sodoma Falusat and voila. I got the product. It's Argentina. It's exactly this, with the burden of victims and innocence. Republic Lachimi Blasti Barklak Atseveshelak Imbotlement Technic Klegen Fechi, Botlebeki Takba Kasvesesha. Imodler Rebechat Lebachlaki de Sechishvo and Batlevitisva. Giler gama blecha beforat tika lebeskatse se shlak min rebefechla chavek mi am bat lebefoto at sikidekim. And lecha beblecha befiche de bisot lebechtaki rebefachla chasivashev. You know? Giler gama blecha chalevi chalebefot lebesefit ashkimat lebechav lebechidias bat se shol leshekavach lakin rebechmot. Am blech machalevima. And I have friends permanently under destruction. And I already have done a very sad. But we could do some further. And persist in the same perras degeneradas. A lot of under destruction, others about the blechafin, healing processes that today with the perras degeneradas also we've done it first. And they never stopped until they die, because of they says they can win, and they will be supposedly God and me in heaven. But the styling of Sodom-Gomarrh and prostituta supulaku, you know Evangelics. Republic lachiri kamlebech, but lebesefekim, which yes, gives with the same old bonfest. Gives with the same on and gives them doing the same on, and this are also, they are saying, and they are going to come again, we're not you're saying that, and here response, he's telling to us. And perras degeneradas start to sing, of course, Misiada mierda degenerada, Sodom-Gomarrh, and I'm going to put them dead sooner. Misiada mierda. Let's start with the words. Rechov lebebech lachini kov lebech matzivat terrele shevech lachini va adi koshe. Eret rektoch vatzimas hoshosh kavatzecha. Imbot lemech lachim beniva. By the way, the verbs lekevetzech is kov lebech machalikim. Betniach montlevech kov lebech ferretik is kasta. Let's make one thing. Krevi klach na plefilis, but leves eshrot, bergema plech vachal kiva, amet lech mi kiva. Let's make it this. Shechla Chirikan, but at Batsevak and Shechla and Batsev, sorry. In Shechla Techlikivo Plasma Techlikivitsa. Shechla Chachalikinizam. Schlermet Singam of Pochla Himat, Montleberach. Is the body of them. Little more. Because of they said, it is the body of Gomorrah, and I'm going to be so. You understand this? It is the body of them, and I imitate this, and I have them body, and I make my control for what they will ever do, and I will be so sad. Rebot lebebech lachini am lebebech laki vesochov lebefes motzen. Shler rebet lechi vasach lachini kamevan. Bet libivech lech vesok luachiva. And my friends were raped and murdered and destroyed because of they said forged and put it by him, for him. And lebeblech veses ishvot lebeblech hacharika. Rechav lebebech lachim. Medical, personal. In government, because of said no, and shown, it is me, and it were me. Disappeared, raped, and murdered son. Gibot lebebech lachi viklachi vesechalikim, bob lebebech lachamatlen, rechab lebebech lachi, bat sechalagim at lebesech sel, inshkov lebebech machal, rechab lebebech matlech, bet lematlech, it is kliki diskamat sechalish kevat. Is necessary added to this? No. Gebot lech matlech v'siyes lech v'fechlech havik lech man, chadiyas matzeh v'seshlach, gel chalechim v'blavet v'sot l'metzim, Geblobe verslakim, bodlebe seslikim, bodlebe blesma, reboblebe secha, skeblebe chmat, nikelmattes, spodlebe blech anmetser. Getchad, sholai, meblebe bechla, rebotli, smotlebech, bedlebe bechla, slepsa, skelcha. Is that necessary? No. Schelkimi blobe bechla bodlebe bechla chiva, blebe smat, rebleb, blebe sech, spetlebet. Chelcha. Is that necessary? Girvanot lebe verchlachim seveshkavama. Gelchat lebe seretiv. Skod lebe verchlachidiot motiva. Cheveshmotam. Okay, God. All right. Gerrimot lebe verchlachim. Bot lebe verchlachar. En spet lebe enzim. Get lebe verchlach. Mot lebe verchlach. En spet lebe. Chelcha. Slermot lebe matzelim. Rebot lebe verchlachim, bot lebe vesech. Shket lebe chad. Shket chala. Meblebe chi. Shket chad. Matlach. Is that necessary? Merchlach. Shket lebeit. Gergemot lebe verchlachim. And blebe ot besida. Yilchali gishot lebe chalchamat. Remot lebe sem. Shvoled. Nein. En chomot lebechlach niet. Wilai. Gibot lemechlach ebet ligiset inam. Gilo chobot lech beseit in charet soshof. Gimot sen. Wilai. I want to think about this whole one thing. Shkel febelikibos, botem el klecha, dibot teshboat likim in charet lochlekti. In botlem en plech met zich sherarat. Die bloede verlech had mat sebe. En skerge mat plech wat vleg in gewiseg had. Giller gedas mon stieve. En skerle tech. Mentle besir. Dat samak. Remat ver. Geseba. Dit gaan in grapena. Dat le bestal genietan. Dat le bestek tiska. En gaan opleggen maar. Goed ver. Het is skatjanie. Really? For the clear. Geblet matsecha velifia sechal reot lebechal charidim. Shket lebechal kivisechal chima repot lebechal chivitoch edesh hamleve. Chelkias potlech vishons lekima rebechal chad. Iniat kiasech halilo. Merchev yada sechatziva mierda generada. No way. Then, Berkeley we call the Bethla Hishkotsa in Robatlet Mankidina Siasabat Lechal Hanam, and Rebatlech of Blessed is Safahoal Tibaski, Gertman Blessed is Sishkoatimach, Amen. And yes, I am a little bit fatigued because I am not at the training, and the sedentary ways that I'm going through these days are exactly trainingly, disgustingly, which are DEGENERADOS every day making to me. So certainly not for the guilt of no one's justice bodies in no state, but there is obstructive. Already studied and trained enough, like Dosi Reventadas, story of the world, Sodom-Gomarrh, for making the control and citing and possessing and making the strike back thing and making the time up for the new organization, reorganization, going to take to murder, round and rape and destroy and murder more and rob more and forge more and making more degeneration and more shit and more degeneración and say, we won! We won! We will! We understand this, and I'm sorry. But liever gaan we opleggen met leggen die zeven stoppen de wegleg gaan we zal ik niet aan. Repot de wegleg die stoppen de wegleg hier is zefa. Already enough. Parrami enough. Gadremot lebe wegleg die zef. Skel gaan we opleggen wat leggen we wegleg hier is oplegg in die andere wegleg. Repible fokoble bebechle hiriskoble bebechle hirikoble bebmatri halikim. Revisefes koble bebechle hirikoble bebechle hirioble besmatledak. Riteski natsiva. Messivi. And this is mismedication being, this is delirious, this is schizoid. 4 palabras y te armas todo el argumento del negocio de la bragueta mágica que te levantó sobre el mundo y te dijo: Forense, vos sos la estrella de todo el circo de estas reventadas acá y de toda la reventada mierda UNASUR delirando de gobierno del mundo de Dios. ¡Parra, fardo! And yes, so the lighting of the freelance Sodom-Gomarrh examination, part of, let's put it again, and I'm sorry the word, the idea for Cuerpo Médico Forense Argentino comes around and makes the right planet Kirchner, planet Sodoma, with an intestinal gas poured all over, and makes a recreational new constellation of Sodoma with that part, with the whole of that insemination of Sodoma all over the space, saying also Cristina Kirchner is the winning and the whole Sodoma and sustaining. Right? And that is the idea of life and right and expertise and what it is justice and what it is world and what it is the being cut for Cuerpo Médico Forense and the idea for the existence. And Kirchner's and tribunales and Sodom-Gomarrh are exactly the same. Well, Evangelics are all the same. And then communities. And PERRAS enfermas that needs to making witchcraft and profanation and I think it's mine, or I think it's silly, or I think it's sorry for that. And I'm embarrassing. Forgive me, Israel. Forgive me, your honors. Please, I'm so sorry. Justice Paris. Mr. President, forgive me. I'm going to show you each and everything that I grotesquely said. And I want you to see it. Berkabat lech halkide chaleve chol blech mien sechish bot lech di klatsebak. Rechob lebe vachmot lebe chavin vele sechish shove balmati. Gelchab lebe chalekide chefoch lekish kob lebech machachal. Rechob lebe vechlat min chavesechish kob lebech tamar. Gedachlik rechoal dynasty in Skatleven. You know that I am so sick of this. And I'm going to say again, ain't nothing like killed to be counted about your honors, ICC, your honors, ICC, justice and states parties, United Nations and the people that were fighting, except for the same lacra abominable degenerada of always that we all suffer with them training trouser and them training shitty witch shit, adivinatory selective, profane and profanative witchcraft customs for they to do, and they say and they learn they are going to be gods in heaven with that. And Evangelicas diablas that sports them all the time with a button of victims. And I don't give a damn shit that you say opportunistic for the taking and manipulating. You perra sucia, you are the manipulative shit. And he didn't wear the tank yet. And they did the tank and he's done everything. You are going to die first and you are going to go deeper than ever, you perra sucia. Repot lech matlecheli, farlech hili koble vech handle vech likis koble vech machalam. Instigating in the whole of the way Kirchner and this permanently for them to do less humanity with lies, forgeries, and the generations, and we show it the Lord spoken. Forgive me the terms, please. I have a very, I don't want to say nothing else. I am in a very besmirched, violence, character of want to kill them thing that you have no idea and ain't nothing psychiatric. And ain't nothing like, he's got a blast, he's going to make a disaster, here's the potential harm, and here's the disaster, and we got a control! Because of you're going to lose, and I'm going to put you there. That's what you've got control. And ask you, please, right away. HTTPS www. OXDDRMC. THTATO4. Command. BMDRCCT middle. CCT X5 middle is another command. BRMCUODO.131 middle. ICPOCDRX13 middle. 89 fives. 2008 fours. 900 zeros. Point DRCB middle OCDXODI 4143 8999384 middle CIS middle XXOF 55.NT F9 systems recall the whole last tools in systems Vince ein recall. Here it's everything. Just be careful in the next and forgive the mind. I will be still rising. I will be making theater and manipulating you and cheating on you. I will be spending the whole of the last night, and I show you again. And the chunky stuff, and I came crazy, and suddenly everybody, seducing you and making a hotline and having some, I don't know, can we discuss it? God damn it, I want to kill them, and forgiveness. Please ask you. You got this. Still cannot use it. I don't have resources. Keeps on stealing these jobs. Keeps on trading people. Making menace, making sight, robbing me, destroying people that thanks to helping me while I were telling you, please do not talk to Eric Dowler or Sami Mavak at the United Nations BRMC Coalition and Liaison Office. Put yourself in contact. Don't you ever do nothing. I'm not despising you. I love you. They want to making that manipulates, robs, catches, kidnaps, murders. Massively rape, destruction, and robs everything you got, saying you mess with them business, are auto-mepoleko, self-psychopathizers, self-stimulizers, self-shitty-sodomizers, self-lakra, and are all the time staging, and if they cannot get it, they produce us the provocation for that to be, and seek any class of a shit of an excuse for they go ahead and making this. Please do not. Call them. Be safer. Don't you open doors whenever one son of a parra sucia of this comes at the door. Do not. Call Banya or Ecol. Don't you ever let it pass. Galermotlewe weflachili sochle espachal. In remotlew motlewe female kili sechal. In remotlew fianzagada. And Remy Flava Pechachili Sotla Babachlikim. Oh, no, not depleted yet, but right around. Chunky stuff stolen and sold and restolen for chunky stuff. With a gun. Shall I show you my errand here? The one that they said I were a demon to not possible either having, because if I will be making a disaster while Interpol and International Criminal Court said he'd have self-defense in front of this old lacra. Whoever to cross in the middle of the way, a bullet in the head is all okay, don't you worry. And oh no, he may be a demon that we are going to show because of the Casa Federal Police of Argentina. We were ready for everything already. Alright, we cannot do that. Now let's work in the Interpol. Repopleg mopleg visesua chlachini chlakin popleg chlachini mitzevachal en repopleg vesefki discopleg inamad. No se extorsionar por el medio del nuevo la fatal. La extorsionar a tu madre al infierno. La perra se feta. Sorry the word. Repopleg chlachini opleg chlachini sefliki shkebra kabot plechni opleg chlachini sefki kashkat ma en rade chlachim. In the stethoscope of the irreversibility Shaktifa Adam Vaetov. I'm sorry, Mr. President, forget the place, forget me, I'm sorry, Melech. I'm sorry, Lady. Over. Megal. I'm sorry, Matt, Celine, Barbara, Harris, Laura. Your Honors. Royals. I'm so sorry. Belgebied fadle bewegmatzeg and viskiert dat letseg hachid nasechlim. I think I'm going to take a bath and we are going to see what's next in this take. This Friday, 19th, 2015. Ibot levek lechid again. And they said they come first. And first to keep on. Man nasila mierda. Rebot levechach leviskiat levechach levisochlachim. Remot lechach chilik ambelan. And I will put this in private, but understood about this. Not going to say names unless telling with the situation, and I know it's not for extortion, but for the reason of my tiredness and the point of violence delivered into this, and the right point of not denigration for the reason of what I'm expressing is not I to be what I just given a shape this will delire, I will, but I will stolen them. The reality of what it means, what I just said, at the condition and the denigration it implies, not for my exposition of the certain class of linguistics, at the metaphysics expressionism, but the reality of what it means, the clear fact of tendencies that we need. This is not exactly what I do and what we do. This is not exactly what I am for, and neither what I'm trying to communicate. I know there are things which are implying the need for the same enough to the lacra reventada. People are suffering, people are tired. We all are tired and suffering too much. But this is not exactly what I came for and what we are for. I apologize to every one of you and I love you so much. My friends, people, the nation I am part of. I'm sorry.